What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. It's a beautiful Thursday. You know what that means. We're getting into the newest episode of JJK. Oh my god. The last episode was straight hands, bro. Nothing but hands. That shit was amazing. From the choreography of the fight to the lighting of the episode, some of the first person point of views and the camera angles and the motion of the camera. I mean, it was exquisite. It was one of the best episodes I think we gotten of the season, but also just a very visually pleasing anime episode overall. Like, it was really, really good. And then encapsulating all of that, the actual focus of the episode, like I said, straight hands with Itadori and Choso. That fight was spectacular. Like, you could tell, like, I love how this small detail in the beginning of last episode, where in episode 12, at the end of the episode, when we first saw them meet and Itadori get down to the bottom of the subway and like encounter him, it showed him like, okay, bet Itadori's here, I'm gonna fucking kill him. But it didn't give that like dramatic feel to it as it did in the beginning of the 13th episode, which before Itadori even landed, whenever he cleared those steps, my man's Choso, like he was looking away for a second, then he looked at Itadori before he even landed, and it's like a switch flipped, and he was in bloodlust mode, bro. Like it flipped so quickly into just starting the fight. Like no time wasted. And it was really cool to see Itadori like play it like really calm, and like this was actually a tough opponent for him, you know, somewhat evenly matched too. Like, it wasn't like super insanely tough where like some of the encounters that he's had in the first season and when he first became a sorcerer and started learning about sorcery, some of his opponents were way over the top and he was just way in over his head, and it was just not even close, you know what I'm saying? And that's how like Sukuna ended up coming out and like those types of variables and whatnot. But this was like really just Itadori in control the whole time and just gave it his best against Choso's best, which Choso is obviously not one to be fucked with, bro. Like, he actually has hands and showed his worth, and it was beautiful. Like that whole like sequence in the bathroom and fucking Itadori realized like, okay, he's in my territory now, and that's thanks to the help of Nekomaru, and then having all the water in there, that way it keeps on diluting his blood. Like, it was a really good fucking episode. And then all the way up to the end where it seemed like he landed a hit, but because of that, like, you know, the way that he Choso like armored himself with his blood, almost, it was kind of like he armored himself. It looked like it was just on his right hand, but it also came down like his like chest and like abdomen area on the right side, where that's where Itadori used his left, because he thought like he was thinking the whole time, like both these characters were not just throwing their hands, but they were also thinking actively of how they could catch each other off guard. And so Itadori in this last moment was like, okay, I haven't used my left, he should be expecting it, used his fucking left, and then that's when he realized like, what's going on? Like, I didn't get the like impact that I was expecting, because he had that armor and like was thinking one step ahead, actually, instead of Itadori thinking like, oh, he's not expecting it. He low-key was like eventually that you were probably going to use your left, and that's why he like kind of, you know, prepared for it ahead of time and started, it was slowly but surely cloaking himself even downwards from his arm. So that was exquisite. And then of course he gets pretty much like a chunk of his shoulder taken the fuck out after that, kicked against the wall, not looking in good shape. He already has a hole in his liver, so it's not looking good for him. And that's when we see a little presence of Sukuna. He didn't come out though, but he just was like, okay, this is fucking pathetic. How are you losing such riffraff? But then he closes his eyes again, and then he kind of opens them. He's like, huh? It's like something's about to happen. So is that what it, when we saw Sukuna there, was that in real time, or was that like whenever like the girls showed up? Because we got an end credit and it showed the two girls that have been saved by real Gojo back in the day. They found Itadori and they're like, okay, he's still alive, right? It's like, all right, time to get started. So what the fuck are they about to do to him? And it's also another thing, I hope we get more clearance on what happened to Choso. Was it Sukuna interfering with Choso's head and memories that was, you know, because it was memories that didn't exist. And it was like Itadori was like one of his brothers along with his other brothers, and they were all enjoying a meal together. You know, something that is just, it doesn't exist. It's not in their reality. It would never happen because they're on separate sides and have varying viewpoints. So was that because of Sukuna or something else? That's another interesting aspect that I hope we get more light shed on. But that's pretty much where we're at. So I'm very excited to get in this episode. I'm assuming we might catch up with Itadori and them, like the girls, and see what's going on there at some point in this episode, or maybe right away again, like we just get right back to where we left off. Or I'm expecting maybe we catch up with some other people and see what's going on, since last episode was literally all of Itadori. Maybe we check up with Megumi again. Maybe he sees Toji, you know, his father. Still waiting on that fucking dynamic, or maybe some others, you know, Nanami or whoever. So without further ado, let's get in the episode. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell so the next one's dropping. Let's get into it. Episode 14, season 2, Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, this is that rock. We're with Mei right now. And fucking smallpox deity fucking curse. Like, what the fuck? Ooh, animation looking good already. It keeps on trapping her. Keeps on doing it over and over again. Is this a loop? Wow, so she will receive smallpox and die, but also obviously on a very extreme case. Oh damn, she is taking damage from it. Okay, so whoever's in its domain, whoever's the strongest is targeting. Damn, okay. Even Trap the Bird did the same thing. Wow. Oh, wow. Damn. The little flashes of like what could happen in like a matter of a couple minutes. Bro. This kid, I knew he loved his sister, but damn, he's really willing to go to the lengths. Is he really about to die? As soon as he was in the box. Oh, her face! Oh my god! Cut the curse's hands off. Dude, yo, that her face was crazy. Okay, he's using the simple domain. Shadow style. So that's what's protecting himself in that box, because if he didn't break the box, he would be getting that disease from the curse. Ooh! Use one of her crows. Oh, just like that. Damn. I mean, imbuing the crow. Oh, well, she even sacrificed it to make it hit that hard, I guess. What is it? Tell me, Mei. Tell me. Kamikaze bird strike. The sole exception, of course it's Gojo. Oh, she wrapped up that deity real quick, to be honest. Yo, Mei's nasty, bruh. For a modern sorcerer. Fluctuations, episode 38. Let's get into it, baby. Come on. Damn, that was just the intro. I completely forgot about the opening because we were just thrown right into the mix with Mei again. This is the old ZENIN guy. Alright, so Nanami has relayed the information to the ZENIN group. Of course. He's fucking tipsy as shit. There's never been a case where I've been better off alone. Oh man. What's going on? What are we being cautious about? It's hiding behind the pillar? Oh, that's one of the ones that was hanging around Geto and them. Oh shit. Damn! What is his technique? Bro, he was just all of a sudden there holding the motherfucker. Y'all, I was waiting for this man to get active, bro. I'm trying to see what this man is capable of. Old man ZENIN. What the fuck? It just thought of Hanami, which it thus is Hanami's dead, so this pissed him off. What the fuck? Like a metamorphosis or some shit. He's literally pouring the ocean out of himself, I guess. Is he like making his own environment more advantageous to him? There's a lot. That's a funny ass fucking Easter egg, because anime is literally made from frames and animation. The only reason why he's describing this, he has to be hinting at his technique. They're both all on their own shit. Go ahead, Nanami. This curse is tough. He actually took a hit. Caught her blade. Ooh! Endless health? Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. The more that we see the grade ones like use their own techniques and we learn more about them and see them actually in action, the more that Itadori and his close ones like Maki, Nobara, all of them are starting to realize like, okay, this is what it really takes to be grade 1, you know what I'm saying? All at once, 3v1. Ooh! Caught him lacking! Yo, this is gonna be the main fight, really. Even though it's a 3v1 right now, like, old man ZENIN is gonna be the one that's really taking this guy on. This curse. Okay, we're finally learning about it. So he moves by frames, and that's how he moves so quickly, because there's multiple frames in a second. 1/24 of a second. Dude, this man's is literally 24 FPS, bro. Which is even more hilarious because that's what anime episodes are encoded in. They use 24 frames per second. This is fucking hilarious, man. Not only is it badass, but it's hilarious, like, in the relevancy between, like, real world animation. Like, it's hilarious. The fastest sorcerer aside from Gojo. Gojo's always the one that's just, he's the only exception. That just goes to show, old man ZENIN's not one to be fucked with, that's for sure. He's second fastest sorcerer. What is that? Domain? I don't see the fucking curse though. This is why I'm curious. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it is a domain. Okay. Ah! It didn't even exist until they hit. That's how do you defend against that? And of course, he's not getting hit by it. So it's a something that's kind of like the simple domain, where it's able to counter the domain without using your own. Oh my god! We got Sea Kings coming in hot. Watch out. He just summed them all from One Piece, bro. Oh shit! Not I mean, pay attention to yourself. There's no way. Oh my god. It goes to show how much more experience this guy has. Oh, he came in it himself. He caught him lacking. That was a good hit. Who the fuck is what's that dude's name from Futurama, bro? That's what this curse looks like. Ooh. Oh, were those all the ones on Nanami? Octo bitch. Let's go, Maki. I fucking love her energy. He thinks he's already gotten rid of Nanami and ZENIN. Oh shit. He infiltrated the domain. With his own domain, right? Yeah, let's go. Hey, be careful who you talking to. Megumi and Maki better fuck your shit up. And Omin, ZENIN, and Nanami if they actually aren't fucking dead like you think they are. No, okay, we might see Maki and Megumi prove themselves why they should be great ones right now. Let's go, come on. Okay, both their domains are active. You think Maki's gonna let you do that? Oh, here comes Nanami, let's go! I knew he wasn't done! Let's go! That was beautiful. Damn, no glasses? Clothes are coming off? Nanami, let's go! Oh. Bro, that's just fucking tough as shit, bro. We got a oh damn, he actually lost his arm from that attack. We got a nice 4v1 action, like a huge amount of teamwork in this episode. One measly right arm. Oh, he's still pissed about it though. Look how much is dude, think about this, how much it's taking out of all four of these motherfuckers to keep this up and try and defeat this guy. Okay, so also what he said, according to tradition in most domains, most sorcerers or curses can't use their domain more than once a day. Unless you're Gojo, of course. It just hit him. He just realized what's happening. Who the fuck is coming through? Oh no. Oh no! No, don't end there! Don't end there! No, man. No, bro. They give us that fucking teaser and they fucking end it right there. You sons of bitches, you know what you're doing. Damn it, bro. Nah, that's fucking crazy. Yo. That right there, literally the last 2 seconds of the fucking episode, just wow. I told you, right? This reunion's gonna happen at some point. Oh. Alrighty, guys. What an amazing episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Episode 14 of season 2. Wow, dude. That was fucking crazy. I love how this show, like I've already said this before, uses like teamwork and combination attacks. And we got even more of it this episode, because usually we see more of a like duo kind of work going into things. You know, it's usually one person and then another person. But this time we see it's literally 3 people for the most majority of the episode, like a team of 3. And then that team of 3 turns into a team of 4. And you see how much it's taking out of them to all work together and actually try and defeat this thing, which is way stronger than we fucking expected, because it has this, like, I think old man ZENIN said like cursed womb or something before it became, it's naturally in that state or something like that, maybe to conserve its energy or something. I'm not really sure, but that's like the kind of weak state that it was in before, where old man ZENIN like fucked it up really easily, and then that's when it kind of like metamorphosized or like transformed or whatever, and it really was able to talk coherently and fully, and obviously had like a way more of a like human figure, and was strong as fuck. So we got pretty much into that right from the beginning of the episode. We met I forgot, before the opening played, we caught up with May for a quick second, and her younger brother, and how they were trapped in that domain with that smallpox deity, and saw May's thought process and why she's one of the best when it comes to gathering information and just staying level-headed and figuring something out, no matter how, you know, dire it seems. Which, you know, she realized very quickly, okay, I can't keep repeating this process, because she was taking some damage from that gravestone or tombstone that was dropping on the box every time she broke out of it, which I think was like twice or something like that. So she was taking damage. If she took damage like that again, it would probably mean death. So she realized she had to like figure out something quick, and then that's when she put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, the curse is reactively just paying attention to like cursed energy, or who has the most cursed energy, or who's the strongest within its domain. So she tested it first with the first crow, because she had 2 of them that she brought in that came in with her in the domain. So the first crow was like a test. She's like, okay, that confirms it. All right, bet. I'm gonna need my younger brother. Hey, sweetie, are you willing to die for me? And of course, younger brother is all we can tell from the moment that we met these 2, or the younger brother in general, he's obsessed with her. It's one of those sibling relationships, so he did not mind at all. Like, of course, yeah, whatever you need, Nei-sama. But therefore, like, she might have been being a little like sarcastic or dramatic with that saying, because obviously she was very confident in what was going to happen next, which was, if we got a quick flash of what could happen in the near future, those next couple minutes, where the younger brother was definitely going to die from one hit of that tombstone. But that's an account of 3, right? From the disease curse. So as soon as he was trapped in the box, he used his own simple domain to at least counteract the disease not getting to him. And then right after that, before the tombstone even had a chance to fucking hit down on him, May, that's what gave her the opportunity, since the smallpox deity was focused on the younger brother. That's what gave her the opportunity to get up close and personal and fuck it up. Cut his hands off, and then pretty much shortly after that used her second crow to I think commit suicide, like a kamikaze crow, which in that version, or not version, but like aspect of using the crow like that, it allows the crow to be able to use like normal amounts of cursed energy, or around the same amounts of like a human or something, or like something where it's like not as weak as it should be, you know what I'm saying? And not even a human can deflect it, of course, besides Gojo. And that's what we saw, literally just like fucking basically obliterate the fucking curse. And then the domain's lifted, and they see Geto waiting for them patiently. And that's when the opening plays, and we get into the 3-man team of Nanami, old man ZENIN, and Maki. And obviously, I like how we keep getting reminded, Maki's realizing throughout the whole episode, not the whole episode, but there was one turning point when they were inside the octopus looking motherfucker's domain, where she was like, oh, if old man ZENIN didn't use his technique right there, Or no, I think it was before the domain. Whenever he was still just like rummaging about. And Old Man ZENIN was the one that was holding his own the best, really, because he constantly kind of like knew what was happening and counterattack better or use defense better. Like he was really quick on the draw. Like you could tell how much experience he had. But there was one turning point for Maki where if he didn't use his technique, which this man's is literally 24 frames per second. That's fucking hilarious, first of all. But if he didn't use his technique in that moment, Maki would have died, and she realized that, and she was like, I'm fucking ashamed. So this is where it goes to show, like, as we're like following our like crew, like there's still new characters that we're meeting, obviously. So, like Old Man ZENIN's one of them. Like we never met him before. He's a grade 1 sorcerer. We've already met Nanami. He's a grade 1 sorcerer too. But before in the first season, we didn't see completely what he was capable of. We saw obviously some basic explanations of sorcery whenever he was teaching Itadori, and then some of his capabilities. But I think we've gotten a lot more of that, especially that one episode where he fucked that one dude up that was chasing Nobara and the assistant supervisor. But I think we're getting reminded constantly, like, what a grade 1 sorcerer really is, like how much of a difference it really is and how strong they really are. And we're getting constantly reminded that, along with our semi first grade sorcerers that have been recommended, Megumi, Itadori, Nobara, Maki. They've all been recommended to be first grade. So they're semi first grade right now, but it just goes to show why there's a semi first grade in the first place. It's because you need to be able to hold your own. You need to be able to get out of a mission successfully with other grade 1s alike and work together. And this episode was a perfect example of that. And I like how that keeps kind of coming up. Like Nobara has been reminded or at least shown, like, this is what a grade 1 is with Nanami in that situation. And then Maki this episode, same thing with her, but with Old Man ZENIN. Or Nanami too, because Old Man ZENIN was holding his own the best. Nanami was doing the second best, and then obviously Maki was there to help out as best she could, and she's still doing her thing, but obviously doesn't have as much experience or as much time in sorcery, where you can see the amount of difference in skill between the three of them. And that's what she realized, that like turning point. She's like, damn, I would have died right there. So like, I like how our crew that is been recommended for first grade is starting to realize, okay, this is what it really fucking takes. And then getting the explanation of Old Man ZENIN's technique, like I said, literally 20 frames per second, like 24 frames per second, excuse me. Absolutely hilarious in terms of like the actual animation of this show and animation in general when it comes to anime. That's pretty much the like gold standard of anime, is using 24 frames per second, because if you use anything higher, it's kind of jarring with a lot of the fast movements and fast frames that they use to make some of this animation look so fluid, with fast movements and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, I just like how they put that little Easter egg in there, and it's within the, like, his whole technique, which is also, it's just fucking overpowered. Like, you can move within like 24 steps or whatever, like 24 frames within 1 second, bro. 1 second. That's insane. So that's how he's able to move so fast. And they literally said, yeah, he's the second fastest. He would be the fastest, you know, sorcerer if it wasn't for Gojo, of course. And then they get sucked into Octopus Dude's Octo Bitch, as Maki said, domain. And that's where it starts to get pretty dire. He's really letting loose on like his guaranteed hit attacks, and then uses Death Swarm, which was really detrimental. Old Man ZENIN lost his arm because he wasn't expecting Octo Bitch to actually come up and punch him, which caught him off guard, and then that's what allowed some of the Death Swarms to get attached to him. Same thing with Nanami. Shit ton got attached to him. I'm surprised he got unscathed, like pretty much unscathed. I mean, he was damaged, he was injured for sure, but he's not missing limbs like Old Man ZENIN. Like, that's fucking crazy. And then that's when Megumi comes in. He breaks into the domain with his own domain, and then was using his domain to counteract the guaranteed hit so it wouldn't work. So that gave them a chance and allowed themselves to recuperate and like work together and get on the same page in a quick fashion, which was the Octo Bitch's first thought of like what he was doing. But his real goal was making another hole from this domain that they're in to the outside, which is harder to do from the inside of that domain, but he can still do it regardless. So it's like, that's his aim, you know what I'm saying? Because if they escape, then he has to let go of the domain anyway, and then once he releases it, you can't use it again, because that's for most sorcerers and curses, unless you're Gojo, of course. So yeah, shout out to fucking Megumi coming in clutch and helping them all out. Literally dropped in fucking Maki's like nunchucks or whatever the fuck. You know, she was just real proud of that moment. She was like, you cheeky underclassman, you motherfucker, like, thank God you're here type shit. And then that's when we learn his real goal, and they're literally about to escape, and Octobitch realizes the sudden moment of like, oh shit, now I know what they're trying to do, and he tries to stop them. And right as they're about to go out the hole, look who comes the fuck through. Toji himself. Megumi's papa. Wow, man. And I like how it went completely silent and we just see who's coming through, and he looks like he's just having fun. He's like, hello. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a care in the world, obviously, because if you're that fucking strong, you have no care in the world. So yeah, that was quite the shocker at the end of the episode, because I mean, I knew this was going to happen eventually. There's going to have to be some sort of reunion with Megumi. And I have no idea what Megumi's thoughts, actions, or what he's gonna do whenever he realizes who it is. Is he gonna realize who it is right away? Are the rest of them gonna know who he is right away? I don't know if many of the sorcerers that we have now know of Toji. I mean, Old Man ZENIN might, so Old Man ZENIN might be able to clue the rest of everybody in, like, you don't know who this motherfucker is? I don't know why he's here either, but this guy's a savage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that has my interest peaked to an all-time high, man. I can't wait to see what Megumi does, and in turn as well what Toji fucking does. Like, he's here for a reason. Did he come here because he knew his son was here, or is he just frolicking about? Like, he looked happy as shit when he came through. Like, I don't know what's going on through his head, but that's where we're at, man. JJK episode 14 season 2. That was fucking gas as usual. So that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If y'all did, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.